hustling my whole life. I stay hustling my whole life.
Pitchin Grindin podcast with your host Klassik Anya Daffe and Aaron.
I need a nickname ASAP.
What up?
I need a nickname, man. We got to come up with a nickname next year, man. And Aaron, I can't stand that shit.
You don't like Aaron?
No, it's my name, but you guys have like classic makes a night like your name a night. That's like, hey, Aaron. There's a million motherfucking Aarons. A lot of them. And if there's 2 million Aarons, 1 million of them is assholes. You know what I mean?
Pronounce your last name.
Shivak.
She trying to put Aaron Shivak together.
That shit goes like.
So I was just gonna say, if you use your first initial and your last name, like just A.
AS is close to ass, so we can't do that.
No, like A Shivak, but no, that's not gonna. Because sometimes that has a little ring to it. If you just use like the first initial of your first name and then do your last name, sometimes that has a little.
I thought she was gonna say AA.
I'm not popping like that. You're popping. I'll come up with a nickname next year. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Hey, what's good, team? What's going on?
Not too much.
We're definitely pitching and grinding. Definitely pitching and grinding.
Oh yeah,
beautiful day where we at. Heard there was earthquakes in New Jersey. I got I got text messages, video clips.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you. I'm not going to say I'd rather you than me, but shit, rather you than me. I didn't feel a goddamn thing.
No.
So
crazy thing is, it be earthquakes all the time in North Carolina. We just
really?
Don't feel it.
Yeah, I remember.
It was 2 last week.
Oh, I just thought it was that fat guy that was walking past me. My bad.
Nah.
So like the ones that we have here, they be like it's real quick. They be real quick. And they're not that high up on the Richter scale. That one that they had in New York and Jersey, here's the nerd in me. That one that they had in New York and Jersey, a 4.8 in an urban area like that with the type of buildings and stuff that they have, you can't miss it. Like for us, we don't really have like the high rises and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like most of us don't have like in Raleigh, for example, you have to like be downtown living in a certain area to be on like the 12th floor or we don't have a lot of that. Like even our housing projects, some of them are one level, like duplex style. It's not like these tall buildings. So one thing I learned, because I remember the first time I experienced an earthquake that you could actually notice here in North Carolina. I was a leasing agent. I was out on the golf cart. So I was outside. And that's the only way that I knew that it happened. But at the time when it was happening, I didn't even realize. I thought my equilibrium or some shit was off. I was like, am I dizzy? What the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? It was really weird, but it was so quick to where if they didn't like put it on the news, you would have literally been left like trying to come up with your own, like, what the hell was that? You know what I'm saying?
I wonder how it is if like you're in an earthquake and you're pissing and then you just piss on yourself.
Like, that's what's gonna happen because you're gonna start shaking.
You start shaking.
It's gonna go all over the place.
Motherfucker in the bathroom. What you say? God, is this man a motherfucker? Is he a pervert freak? But nah, you just shaking more than once.
My thing is,
well, you don't have that problem, and so you can't tell us how you would be in the bathroom now pissing on your leg.
Y'all can actually control where y'all aiming shit. Y'all can
not if you being shook.
We just gotta squat and hope for the best.
You just gotta stay your ass on the seat.
Yeah, you
we don't always have a seat.
Huh?
That's not always possible. Like I've been outside all weekend.
So you didn't have a porta potty you brought on that trail ride?
I would rather use the horse trailer. The porta potties are disgusting. I just piss in the horse trailer.
So how many people that are on them trail rides, they piss outside and they got mosquito bites on their ass?
I'm not sure because I don't actually monitor people's, bathroom behavior.
Do you ask? I'm an ass.
But I have actually gotten a mosquito bite on my ass before. So I prefer to go in the horse trailer. That's just me. Because the porta potties actually draw the fucking insect. They draw more insects than anything.
Right. Oh, interesting topics. Earthquakes and pissing on yourself.
Yeah, it's more privacy, and the horse trailers are cleaner than half of them porta potties. Once a few people go in, you know how people are in like public restrooms. So it's like if you're not the first person or like the first 5 people to go in a porta potty, yeah, it's over.
Well, if I go in, I'm fucking it up for everybody.
Why is he like this?
I'm fucking it up for everybody. Don't think you're gonna sit on that seat if I'm in there pissing. I'm pissing on the wall and everything.
Yeah, see, no, like in a porta potty, somebody's waiting for you to come out. And
in the summertime, it's a hundo in there.
I don't even want to think about that.
And you got
in the
bubble
horse
guts.
trailer, I can have a breeze while I'm squatting doing my thing privately.
You know what the horses be looking at you, be like, oh, nasty ass.
They can't see me when you like if you're going in the horse trailer to use the bathroom, the horses are not in the trailer.
Oh, okay.
They're probably tied on the side of the trailer, or just depending. Like yesterday, at one point the horse was tied on the side of the trailer, and then when I got back from riding, I put him back in the pasture.
Oh, okay. I know the horses be looking in because horses is nosy.
They are, because they are prey animals, so they're always watching everything because they can only their radius.
They're ready to run.
Yeah, their sight
like
radius is only so far because of how their eyes are positioned. So
I just thought they was creeps because I always see motherfucking horses do this shit. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker peeking Tom. You ain't got to look at mine. You a horse. Yours bigger than mine.
No, they're making sure that it's not something that's gonna eat them because most of their predators, like the wild horses, in the wild, like they have bobcats and wildcats and stuff like that, bear, just different predators, and they're always attacked from behind. Like predators will attack them from behind and jump on their backs or from the side. So they're always cautious. Like that's part of the reason you don't ever just want to walk up to a horse from behind. You always want them to see you approach them from the side. You always want them to see you.
Oh, so you can't just slap them on the ass?
I would not recommend.
Oh, because some horses got some big asses. I see the female horse, they got some dump trucks.
How high do you want to fly?
Not high. That's why I don't do it. I was just talking shit. Another thing, talking about predators and prey. So, we're not going to name names, but an affluent, rap mogul, his daughter was recently seen with a mega billionaire. 21 years old. The man she's with, or the grandfather she's with, is in his 60s. I think I'm not going to judge anyone. I wouldn't do it. It's not my thing, but she is an adult. But damn, that's a fucked up look. The guy
he's 40 years
herself up for greatness.
You don't think Pop's got her? Mom's got her. She's already great. I mean, unless she wants her own greatness.
Allegedly, the father has cut them off.
Oh wow! How you cut your kids off?
So basically, when I saw that, I had to dig deeper because I'm like,
okay,
the cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? And as I was digging deeper, apparently it's like public information, allegedly, that he has cut off. I don't know if it's both the daughters, but definitely this daughter in particular. And they're like, yeah. So who knows if it's for security purposes, financial security, or
people want their own money. So,
well,
maybe she might like the guy,
Well, she might. I mean,
you never know.
People want their own money. But
imagine your daughter. I got daughters, so it's a little different. Go ahead.
When you're raised, right,
mm-hmm.
in a certain lifestyle, and you're accustomed to certain things,
mm-hmm.
but you didn't necessarily work for the things. You were just raised that way because of your parents' success, and then you have the rug snatched from up under you. She might like the guy.
Anaya, would you go with a 70-year-old guy, 68-year-old guy right now?
It depends. First of all, I'm not 21.
Well, I know that, but you're not an old chicken either. You know what I mean?
But it's like, for me, there's a lot of factors because I'm not even really into looks like that. I like personality. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, you wouldn't be attracted to me in Klassik because we got the looks. We just ain't got the personality. We all fucked up.
So for me, it really depends on, like, if let's say I met some cool ass, you know what I'm saying, 70-year-old man, that was into cigars and he liked riding horses, and he wasn't just like old and stuck in his ways, but he was still just, really free spirited and living life. So he wasn't just like, he was still very much in the world. Like if you put some Boosie on, he could quote the Boosie type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a cool ass old man, like that's not trying. There's levels to these old men. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I met an old guy like that and his shit wasn't all shriveled up and he took care of himself, like you could tell, like, you know, he's still in the gym, and that's, I don't think I would be opposed to it, because for one, you have to look at a girl her age, her options are slim to none, especially when you're talking about the tax bracket that she's accustomed to and things like that, and how she's used to being taken care of by her father. Her options are slim to none. These young dudes is not bringing it to the table like that. These young dudes want to be the new bad bitches. They want somebody to take care of them, even if they have bread. Like they're, you know, the what do you bring to the table? Do you got your own table? Because my mama spoiled me and ruined the fuck out of me.
So that's a big yes. Okay. He got to have the Harley, a little bit of money, be in decent shape, and that's it. So he's got a shot. I ain't mad at it.
And they still have the certain
if he's 65, no, I ain't dealing with you.
I'm not doing that.
I'm
telling you now, I'm not even gonna look at it.
It's different for a woman though. Like I get why a guy wouldn't go older, because for a man, especially if you're younger, 9 times out of 10, you're still trying to procreate and things like that. A woman, her abilities and the things that she's able to, you know, provide just with her femininity and biologically, that those things narrow as she becomes older. A man, it doesn't necessarily.
I hear you. Course boy's still in the building.
Now, he got out of there. He ain't want to hear it no more.
He ran. He jumped.
There you go, Course boy. What up, man?
What the hell they talking about?
He said, "I don't want to hear it no more. I'm getting out of here."
Yes.
What it do? I can hear y'all now. What it do? What
up, man? It's been a minute.
What's going on?
Been a minute.
I know, right? I'm
what's
doing
going on,
right, bro.
That's what's good. That's what's good.
Yeah, man. Trying to keep it pushing, bro. How y'all doing?
All right.
Welcome to the Pitchin Grindin podcast.
That's what it do. That's what it do.
Course boy, tell us where you're from, man. I know where you're from. I know you, but tell us where you're from, man.
From Charlotte, North Carolina, man. East side of Charlotte, North Carolina. Born and raised.
Mm-hmm. Your accent, when I was listening to your music, I would not have thought that. Because like when I was listening to your music, it was very much given, like, I don't know if it's the depth in your voice, but you was reminding me of somebody from like Alabama, Mississippi type.
Yeah,
have you heard that before?
Nah, not really. Nah, that's the first right there. That's the first.
you giving a lot of like southernness out of Charlotte. Most of Charlotte is like they act cityfied.
I mean, that's Charlotte. I mean,
that's Charlotte now.
Yeah, he's from Charlotte.
That's
rare.
Yeah. He's from the city.
Right.
So I know how long you've been doing it, but just to let everybody that's listening also, the other hosts, how long you been doing this, man?
Man, we've been doing this shit for a minute, man. For a minute, like I say, man, fresh out of high school in 2012. I just chose to keep it up with this music, man. It's being a recording artist for Go Getter Records, and trying to create this big business model, man, and pushing his music, giving listeners what they want. So I say choosingly, seriously, man, like 3 years. You know what I mean? It's been going on heavy for 3 years now. But since high school, man, I've been with music,
So let me ask you, since you out of Charlotte, were there any indie artists out of Charlotte that kind of like gave you that spark? So you said you did it out of high school. Like, was there any, artists out of Charlotte that you was like, yo, I gotta, I gotta be that one. Like they paved the way, but they didn't quite, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be the one to get that torch.
Yeah. When I was coming up, it was like S-Dub, Betty Grind, people like them. We was hearing about Anthony Hamilton. Then when my era started trading, it was the Baby. You start hearing about different artists from Carolinas and all over North Carolina, not just in Charlotte. So I started peeping a lot of people's game as far as what they were doing in the music, their artistry, where they come from, what built them as an artist, all that. So that's what kind of made me stern to say, well, this is my capital. What you know what I'm saying? I just let the music speak for itself. But yeah.
How would you explain your music? What would you say about it?
I would say pivotal to being my characteristic. I like being in the clubs. I like being in the studio. I know what I like hearing. You know, I know what different varieties of music like people turn up to, you know, whether if it's club, you know, dancing, whether if it's street music, trap music. So I had kind of came in vigilance with all those things as far as, you know, the trap, the lyrical, you know, the club, all that, bro. So I just tried to keep it all in one. You know what I mean? Also, just being a different artist as far as different regional. You know, I'm a different region artist. You know what I mean? From East Coast, West Coast, you know, stuff like that. So just all around the board, bro.
I got a serious question. I mean, I really need you to answer this because I know you know both states. Who's got fatter asses, North Carolina or South Carolina? Important question. You gotta.
He said important. I say it's a lot of beautiful women in North Carolina.
I didn't say beautiful women. You could have a dump truck and a mug face. I'm talking about an ass.
Yeah, it's some nice asses out here.
Listen, that's the most.
Yeah,
I can appreciate this guy. He's going for home team. Going for home team.
It's true, and I don't hate. There's a lot of asses out here. I don't look. I don't look. I
live in North Carolina. I'm included in that, and I know I ain't got no answer. Thank you, sir.
That's fine. I just put my glasses on. I don't look. That's why I was asking your opinion. So you know, somebody would ask me, I had an answer because I don't be looking.
Facts. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, but it's a lot of thick, pretty women out here, man. No offense, South Carolina, but definitely in my city. You know, they out here, man. You know, they out here.
That's what's up, man. Thank you for the answer. I don't get out much. I be in Bible study and shit in class. And all that.
You know it.
You know
it, man. I also want to give them a chance to follow my Instagram, man, at Costboy, Costboy _. I want them to go check out, go like and subscribe my YouTube page, man. Like I say, we put out Black Times for Black History Month. You know, our HBCU college students and stuff, they liking it. Supernova, the single. We got WTF, you know, What the F They Know for the 6-song EP we put out. And yeah, man, I got a lot of new music coming, man. You know, we got cook food for the ladies this summer. You know, trying to get it cracking for the summertime, bro.
Are you doing? I saw you did a visual in the club. It had a lot of how would you say? A lot of energy to it. Are you going to, with every song and every project you have, are you going to incorporate your visuals?
Yeah. And that's also with standbys too, because I got business partners, man, and people that, you know, like, man, I done seen you going through this, and this is relatable to your music, and, you know, maybe we could put this in a visual. So, yeah, you know, I do a lot of behind the scene with the music and the music videos, you know, all that content. You know, we trying to get the following situated, and also revamping Supernova with a remix from an artist. I'm going to name the artist later because that's going to be a surprise. You know, but trying to just make it very marketable and suitable for clubs, teams, you know, the ladies. You know, of course, I was speaking out for the fellas and the ladies, you know, because I'm expecting everybody to like this track, you know, like I like it, and like how people been telling me. So, yeah, you know, we're going to keep it moving, man, keep it cracking.
There was one thing I wanted to backtrack on a little bit. You mentioned that you did a thing for Black History Month. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and, like, you know, the response from that, how that came about and everything?
It was good, man. I mean, I would say it was done at a matter of time where, you know, we needed this because this was going on last year before a lot of my little situations, before the video was Supernova and all that. So people was like, man, Black History Month coming up, man. We got to make this marketable for you as an artist. You know, you have to show how you feel on this time of the month, what you're doing as a black African American. So my possibilities was just to speak of everything I know through hip hop. You know what I mean? Is how we're growing as a community for hip hop, Black people. You know, predominantly what we're doing as far as putting in the music and speaking to these people. So it was just a message for me to pass on, to let them know, like, yo, you know, I'm this, I'm that. But when it comes to this real life, Black history, hip hop, I stand for this culture like this for y'all. You know what I mean? As far as the community that I speak to, the people, the fans, the followers, the listeners, everybody he ain't speaking no fake facts. He ain't speaking none of that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no cap rapper. He ain't none of that shit. So yeah, we was on that tune for it. So, that's what we stayed on that accord. Yeah.
Would you do you think that's something, and I'm asking because I'm big on Black history, like 365. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this year I literally had a conversation with somebody where you didn't really see a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to have all kind of programs when we was kids, and there was all kind of different events and stuff going on. There was facts always in your face. Like, is that something that you would make like a tradition where you would keep going?
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, the music and the hip hop speaks to our young, and it approaches our young teenagers, our young listeners, stuff like that. So, I know that they're capable to making a lot of things happen as far as being neat, being artful. You know what I mean? And I graduated from an art school, so I done seen it done, with music, with just art, somebody drawing or dancing or whatever. And I believe when this opportunity met and, the view is good as far as what we're doing it for, it can be collateral through the whole year. You know what I mean? It could be collateral every year. You know what I mean? So we all just need to come collectively and collaborate on what we're going to do. And like I say, we all need, dancers. We need people that like cars and doing art and all kind of videos and setups that we're doing, even when we're at the studio, building content. So, it's helpful for a lot of that. Yeah, so,
Did you study music in school?
Yeah, I was in chamber choir. I was in the men's ensemble. Northwest School of the Arts was predominantly, you had to do something to get in that school.
Yeah, I'm aware. I know the school. You had
Yes. So yeah, when my aunt put me on game, I just started using my voice, singing. I was around the house singing, and started learning a few things online as far as Pro Tools, Fruity Loops, Mixcraft, all that type of stuff. Recording myself, and producing and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm still on it and still working at it, because I was more on the vocal part when I was in school. So now it's just like I'm doing both now.
So
yeah, I'm a singer too, so
Bass.
I get it. Not really. Yeah. I just sing live like a motherfucker. Sing in the shower like a motherfucker. But actually though, so when we talk about artists, a lot of people say, I'm a rapper but it is an artistry. So when you see someone that has an artist background, especially with producers, not of course there's beat makers, there's actual producers, they know music. If they don't know how to write music, they know how to read it, or if they don't know how to read it, they just still know how to put an ensemble together. So it's good. It's good to see that artists have some type of background to it.
Yeah, you definitely seem like you have a well-rounded background with the music and stuff. To me, that's the artist. That's what separates artists from just rapper.
Do you do your own beats as well?
No, man. I actually got a producer. You know what I mean? But as far as like single tracks and like I even put input on that. And see, that's what I mean by going back to, I play a lot of back scene with working production and stuff like that too. You know what I mean? We got a lot of new singles coming up soon. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot of new singles, but we got singles on top of mixtapes with these projects. You know what I mean? So even when I'm in there with the producer recording, bro, we might be getting finished out one track, and the next track, I'm like, yo, man, I want this sound to sound like this. I want to go into this. And shout out to Take Over. Shout out to a lot of different producers and stuff that I'm messing with, man. Willie Franco, my producer, studio producer. Yeah, man. And my team just helping me, period. Us getting well-rounded at what we're doing.
Explain the Supernova single. How did you come about it and stuff like that?
Man, we was coming up around this fiction of bop sound from Charlotte. Everybody got the drill rap. Everybody got, their different motives in different states about what they do with their music. So, we really categorized the baby and, his likes of being the biggest artist in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it's many more. It's a lot of hungry artists out here. So, that was complementing the style on top of knowing that the females they like to get they like to get loose. You know what I mean? They like to have fun. So I was like, well, let me put this in a way that a narrative where we could just say, well, okay, listen, we're going to the club, we partying, we got these fine women, we got these bad bitches, and these, we trying to turn this thing up and everybody basically have a good time, you know what I mean, and appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's nothing derogatory, or cussing somebody out, calling them whole bitch this and all this and that, none of that. You know what I mean? So, we definitely kept it respectable. And at first it was like a freestyle and stuff like that. My man was like, yo, let's cut this and make this the hook. Let's make these verses where they working for us. And you know what I mean? This is actually a full-time record. So it broke, man. And we shot the video and it went crazy. We trying to lift it up. And like I said, we trying to revamp it to get some more views on it. And that's why I need people to go check out the YouTube, Costboy. Also follow me on Instagram, Costboy_. And yeah, man, go like, follow, subscribe, comment. You know what I mean? I'm putting out a lot of new content. So yeah.
Nice. Love it. So do you have any events or anything coming up that you want to let the people know about? Where they can find you at? They pull up on you?
Yeah, you can pull up on me, man. Like I said, I'll be on Audio Box this weekend. Like I say, we finishing up some projects, summertime project. Also, we putting the artists on Supernova for the remix. So
that's a secret right now, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I was gonna see if I
Is that your home recording studio, Audio Box on South Boulevard? Is that where you mainly go at, or you do stuff in the house and then do the final product there?
Nah, that's where I mainly go. Yeah, that's why I mainly go, man. We get a cap time, and that might be 6 to 8 hours. 8 hours might turn into 12 through the week. You know what I mean? And I come back during the week or the weekends and stuff like that with, me working and trying to take care of my son and stuff like that. We just got it going like that. So, yeah.
Oh, you got a little one, man?
Yeah, got a little one now,
man.
Is
it G3? G3 or not?
Yeah, G3. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you said I pulled that one out. All right, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
Yeah, he's very smart, man. Doing good in school. So, I try to keep him coming as his dad, man, and keep him motivated,
Does he show interest in the music already?
He's a brainiac. I asked him, I was like, what? I said, what's your favorite song from Daddy? He was like, 1, 2, 3. I said, okay, then saying he just turned 6, so I believe he has his interest in certain songs. It's just not there in his head to say, well, because he see what Daddy doing in the studio sometimes. He like, okay, then I see him, I be writing songs and writing hooks. Now him trying to sing after me, and I be like, there you go.
When you say a brainiac, I think that's really dope that he's a brainiac at 6 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's dope. So I feel like that's a great thing.
Yeah, he keeps me lifted though, So
that's what's up, man. I haven't realized it's been that long, but that's
it's been that long. I ain't going back either.
That's what's up. Well, before we let you go, because we're gonna keep in constant contact, because as soon as the project goes full swing in the summer, because I know that you have that push that you got going on. And if anything, I'll come see you guys in the studio now. I know that the home base down on South Boulevard. I'll come check you out one day. Before we let you go, what else would you like to say to the people, and anybody that's listening?
Basically just stay motivated, man. And if you're an artist, try to stay dependent, on yourself and keep pushing and never give yourself any excuses. Never give nobody else an opportunity, any excuses. Keep going, stay blessed, you know what I mean? And if it's anything that y'all can tell me, to do better as an artist, I'm on it. Inbox, like I say, follow my Instagram at Costboy_, all music platforms, Costboy. Go Get a Records. I'm a recording artist with Go Get a Records. And yeah, man, y'all inbox me any features, hit me, man. We trying to work. So 2024, and we got a good thing. We trying to press off this floor and keep going, man.
That's what it is.
I wouldn't necessarily say there's anything that you need to improve on, but I would love to see you in Orlando at the Fleet Conference. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah, we're gonna get there. Yep.
That Supernova would go hard in Florida now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it. Yeah, I love Miami, man. Love Florida, Jacksonville. Fort Lauderdale, all that. So yeah,
All right.
That's what it is.
That's what it is, man. It was a pleasure to talk with you. We'll see you in the near future,
Pleasure.
man. Give it
No
to
doubt,
pause,
Keep
man.
boy.
it
That's
going.
what's up,
Keep it
man.
going.
All right.
No doubt. I'm gonna keep going.
All
That's
right.
what it is.
Good meeting y'all, man.
Same
Yeah,
to
for
you.
sure. Stay pitching and grinding.
All right, man.
Okay, y'all too, bro. Y'all too. Be safe.
All right.
All right, one.
One. Yeah. Never
Cool.
grinder.
Yeah.
Another grinder of the week, trying to put it in, get it through.
When I was listening to his music, I would have never thought Charlotte.
No.
No. I would have never thought Charlotte. I would have
I don't even know what Charlotte sounds like.
I just say the South.
Yeah,
but
Charlotte
you know
don't
what?
have a sound.
The music though, because I remember like when he mentioned Betty Grind, I remember Betty Grind. I remember when Betty Grind was like, had his run, and even with his music, it didn't really give like Dirty South. You know what I'm saying?
There was Mr. 704 gave a little bit of Dirty South music or Southern music.
704 did, yeah.
Yeah, because
But
I
he
was
also
gonna say
switched
Betty
it up too.
Grind and Betty Grind and Tboy, to me, they have more of a sound to where like you'd be like, damn, is this some Midwest or is this some, you know what I'm saying? Like it could go a lot of different places. It's not just like they're not in a box with it, which is a good thing, I think.
Yeah, well. So what else we got going on is that we have to touch on and talk about? I like that you brought up that we do have a conference coming up in July 18th to the 22nd. We will all be there. It's about 90 days out in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, the host hotel is completely sold out. Is that correct?
Sold out.
Sold out. So I ain't going to tell you where to stay, but I'm going to tell you where to be. 18th to the 22nd, be in Orlando. You got to pay. Don't, you're not a friend of a friend. You're not media. You got to get your proper credentials.
Register May 15th. It's over. FleetDJs.com.
Mm-hmm. There's gonna be a lot of people there that, and I'm just speaking from an artist standpoint, because I remember when I first started coming to the conference, you know what I'm saying? I got so much information. I always, every time I always learn something, you know what I'm saying? So if you're an artist, if you are a producer, or you're just somebody that wants to be involved in entertainment in any way, shape, or form, these conferences are so important. You know what I'm saying? Like being in there, watching the panels, you learn something every time. I don't care how long you've been in this, you're gonna learn something.
Benny Poon is doing a Q&A from 12 noon to 12:30 on July 20th. So people need to come in for Q&A with him. He's gonna start the panel thing off and stuff. So
yep, he ran a couple record labels. I think the last one was at Rock Nation. He was the president of. So somebody that has been to the highest in the peak of the music industry, especially the hip hop genre.
Now he does his own conferences in Charlotte. So
I have a question for Klassik. Not necessarily a question. It's just because like Fleet has been around for over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And every year at the conference, you have a lot of industry who's who that come, to these panels and things like that. I would like for you to talk a little bit about how important relationships are.
That's the reason why these people come, is because of relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, relationships mean everything. It means more than money, because if you know people, you can get them to do a lot of different things if you know them very well. You know what I'm saying? Without spending any money. So, you know what I'm saying? And if they see the value in you, they're gonna be more invested in what you got going on. So, you know what I'm saying? Keeping good relationships with people all over the world is something that everybody should do. Most people invest in other things, but relationships is the number one thing with the music business. You know what I'm saying? Like that carries everything. Relationships. You never know what you're gonna be able to get a person to do for you, or you do for them, or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, relationships is very key with, just saying, period. But as far as music, relationships is like number one and stuff. Like when you're trying to achieve stuff. So
for artists,
I would say invest in relationships. in relationships, you know what I'm saying? Get cool with people. You know what I'm saying? Get to know them. Don't always ask people for stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I think
cool
that may be
people.
the biggest thing, asking and not be able to provide if you're asked for. Right?
Yeah.
You know,
that's crazy because 90% of the celebrities, they ask me for stuff. I don't ask them for anything. So, you know, it's like, you know, they see the value in what I'm doing, and then it can help them out. But guess what? I got them in my back pocket too. So from when I need them, you know. So
I think I need to go get whatever in the front pocket and grab me a bag or something. But the other thing is that you know, we've been a viable company. I mean, we've been around 20 years, but this is our 13th year doing the conference.
yeah.
We're not going anywhere. We stand on integrity. Our word is good. We keep our face clean. Evidently, we haven't done certain things and won't do certain things to get to any place because we ain't kissing no ass literally or figuratively. It's not gonna happen.
To me, that's the part of integrity. That's not who you are. I feel like kissing ass is manipulative. That's not, to me, that's not good integrity. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and then some people, what else is in the news, they like really kissing ass.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
ain't gonna fucking happen.
They want to get to the top so bad that they willing to do anything. They don't care.
Ain't no top of nothing.
My morals mean more
what
than me.
people fail to realize is whatever you do, it's gonna follow you. Whatever you do. So
they don't
you might
care.
feel like I'm doing this and nobody's gonna know, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, so I would say, especially to female artists, just from my experience, it's like, or females in the industry, period. Before you feel like you do whatever and nobody's gonna know, and it's some shit that you wouldn't want to have out, if you got to think about it that long and hard, you probably don't want to do it. Because there's no guarantee that nobody's ever gonna know.
This is funny you mentioned that because I was around a professional woman at one time. I wasn't dating or anything, but I overheard what she was saying. She's like, I've been the boss at or she's been a manager at all the places that she's ever worked. Mm-hmm. And she's also mentioned that that she slept with her, people above her to get where she wanted to go. Mm-hmm. And she didn't give a fuck who knew because she was living good. I said, damn.
Because people don't care about stuff like that.
Yeah, there's certain women that wear it on their sleeve. But here's the thing. I respect that for the simple fact that if you're gonna do it, that's the type of personality you have to have that attitude about it, because as I'm saying, not everything that's done in the dark comes to light. So if you're going to compromise your integrity like that, be able to stand on it, because it might come to light one day. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to be that type of person, hey, get it how you live. But don't backpedal. If your shit gets exposed, you better stand on it because you did it.
This the social media area. Everything comes out eventually.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't earn your spot because you were talented. You paid your dues. You know what I'm saying? You put that grind in. And guess what? If you did, all of that shit was null and void the moment you decided to fuck for it. Nobody cares anymore. So if that's the route you take, just make sure you can stand on that shit.
Yeah, that lady was standing on it because she was living kind of good. And she said, I'm all right.
Because everybody want to be rich. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to have money.
Not everybody can be rich because somebody got to dig a ditch.
Somebody got to work. You got to have workers.
Somebody got to dig a ditch.
You can't have all millionaires. If everybody was a millionaire, this world would be shit. It's already shit, but it'd be super shit.
Super shit.
I think we are shit. Personally, I think we're going to hell in the handbag real fast. To keep it a buck with you.
Hey, it'd be even worse if everybody was rich.
Oh yeah. So
for sure.
So the other thing that we're going to bring up allegedly, I see some. I don't even want to bring that up, but I see people they have their ex getting, how would you say, getting accused by the federal government of being a sex worker.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Oh man.
See, but this is where blurred lines get, right? When you have children with someone and you make it public, even though it's public information, it's public info. So if anybody ever looked at, because you're gonna hear about it when your mama was selling pussy.
Yeah.
But for you to put it out there, oof.
Yeah, he done that for a reason, because he wants full custody now.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, that's why he did it.
I never thought of that.
If y'all want to be complete,
and he's more stable than she is.
Well, yeah, especially if she's selling ass.
When the producer allegedly filed that lawsuit against, the huge record mogul, he listed both two women in his lawsuit, and that's where the whole sex worker thing came from. So 50 only got it from the lawsuit
because he saw a name up there.
Right. So he didn't just come out, and try to slander this woman.
Nah, he waited till that came out. Yeah, he saw that. Yep.
Yeah, so now, everybody's trying to, 50 Cent, he's the bad guy sometimes because he speaks his mind, but this wasn't just him, trying to call out his baby mama. It was already put out.
No, it was in paperwork that he.
It was in paperwork. That's why he did it.
Yeah, it was in paperwork.
He's a smart man. He ain't gonna just come out and do stuff like that he can't control it.
I will say this should be, if it's not a wake up call to these women that like to brag on the things that men do for them on social media, this should be a wake up call to you ladies. If he's not claiming you as his girlfriend, but you're bragging about what you get from him every month and the monthly allowances and all that stuff, baby girl, that is a sex worker according to law. You are talking about
because the white slavery law or the Mann Act is a very. You got to look it up because you might not know what you're indulging in or what type of laws you break. And I will say this, before you get into something, you better read some law books. So I will say, and you have nice looking friends, young women that do very well for themselves. No, I mean, we have eyes. Yeah.
Thank you.
What do you tell them?
So for the most part, I don't really have to tell them anything. The women that's around me in close proximity, they're not weak-minded at all. They're very big on their respect. Even my ladies that were in the sex worker industry, because a lot of people consider strippers to be, sex workers, even though a lot of them aren't having sex,
right?
Contrary to popular belief. The ones that I am really close to that have had a lot of success are the ones that wasn't out here doing the most. They were able to have longevity in the game because they always left something to the imagination. They were always able to, keep respect, you know what I'm saying? On their name is always respected because regardless of how long they was in the game, they never smutted themselves out. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, you can.
So they were selling a fantasy.
There you go.
So they are manipulating.
The moment that you allow the fantasy to become reality, you're losing.
But that's how it's supposed to be, though. You ain't supposed to. It's supposed to be a fantasy. It don't supposed to go no further than that. What y'all think about this, though? The part of money when you see people accused and they just go for the money and don't file charges.
So I feel like they do that first just to see if the case has any ground. I also feel like they want the payoff. You know what I'm saying?
I never see them file charges.
I feel like these women that have been accused of like sex workers and stuff like that, I feel like in a way that's bullshit. It shouldn't really matter. I feel like the only reason the government has a problem with that is because it's income that's being exchanged that they can't tax.
They can't make no taxes.
Right. So I will say this, Passport Brothers, because that ain't my deal going with a bunch of guys to an island. No, that's not happening ever in my life. But I will say this. You are participating when you buy that ass in Dominican Republic.
Oh, yeah.
And you know a lot of these, but they're not asking age.
I know a group of guys, that go to the Dominican Republic, and these are my bros. So I'm with them. We're all out eating, having drinks. And
your bros love hoes.
Listen, I didn't know that's what it was. They hurt my feelings. I hear them talking about a trip to DR. I'm like, I want to go to DR. I'll translate that shit. Y'all dudes don't speak Spanish. Like, I'm not even, they're like, nah, you don't want to go on this trip.
Nah, they telling you what it is.
Exactly. And once he showed me like videos and stuff from their previous trip, I'm like, yeah, I'm cool.
They doing Freaknik.
Well, so what happens is, so you're not yours, but in general, people like, yeah, I'm doing this. You're paying. That's not player. If you're paying, that's not player.
But these are the same dudes that come here and go to American women and say, "What are you bringing to the table?"
Well, evidently because you can afford all types of tables in the DR, so it doesn't matter. You get the $20 holler or the $40 dollar, however you want to do it. But yeah, when you guys are going in the another thing that I'll bring, because I've heard of this. I didn't know people in a lot of guys that are 18 years old, in the military, when they would go to Thailand, there was
do the
a
same
big thing that
Yeah.
18-year-olds, now, you're an adult, so this is the American mindset. They were buying young girls.
Yeah, they do that. I heard about that.
And then older men, they actually had older men from the United States that are in corporate world were going there buying or purchasing sex.
People like to buy.
I just don't get it. Like,
there's no work into
really
it,
bad.
so you just buy and then it goes. You ain't gotta work.
I get if you're like lady boys because they're like grown men. That's an adult. You could deal with that. But when you start doing pedophilia,
there are entire places. I have an aunt from Thailand.
Parents that sell their children for that.
Yeah, yes. I have an aunt from Thailand, and there are literally entire places that all that's there is if you're over 15 or 6, they don't even want you.
It's a shame there's a market for that in this world.
Unfortunately. And I know Ashton Kutcher, believe it or not, became really big, and you don't really see him. He was one of the top guys in Hollywood at one point.
I remember him.
He was popping. You don't really see him in the limelight anymore because he pretty much backed away from Hollywood to expose these creeps and these big corporate guys that were going over there and soliciting, young girls, because a lot of it has to do with the missing persons and all of this thing, like it all ropes in together. And he literally sacrificed his career to be able to focus on that. So I have a lot of respect for that man.
Well, he made $100 million, so you can top out and do good. Yeah. I will say this though. I'm glad you brought up missing persons though. There's a lot of young missing people in this country right now
that they don't talk about.
That they really don't talk about, and it's not just girls. There's a lot of young men missing. I don't know.
Yeah,
children.
Exactly. And see, that is the significance of this case against this huge mogul right now, because it's bigger than, just sexual assault. They are looking at the trafficking part of it.
Which I don't think he was trafficking kids to sell them to Dubai. I mean,
see, and that's the thing. Like, again, when it comes to those legalese terms,
you know what I'm saying? Younger ages. I don't.
You got to look at
2021
because they will consider that, like, if a person is under a certain age and you take them from this place to this place, that's considered trafficking.
That's trafficking. Cross state lines is trafficking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He made somebody pissed off.
When them girls get around a celebrity, they're willing to do anything because that age, they're gullible. And he's, they got money. Money controls a lot of stuff. It's power.
Yep. And then also people, not just women, they're intoxicated by money because it creates a thing of power, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it also creates opportunity. Because I will say, I have seen men act like a groupie around another man that has money.
Oh, they do it all.
I mean,
ball liquor. How would you call them? Classic ball? You licking balls?
Yeah, they do it all. These motherfuckers
I've seen
is
it
crazy.
too. I've seen it too. I've had guys try to knock me over.
Knock you over.
At an event, trying to get to whoever the artist was. Like, I'm talking about, they going harder.
They don't try to talk to you. Hey, Daffe, they don't try to talk to you.
They try to get to whoever the artist is.
They knocking her over, try to get by.
What's going on?
Whoever the celebrity is.
Yeah,
they hollering, they walking right past mama, right? Yep. Not even trying to holler at you.
Bro. Hey, bro. Hey, dog. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Do you see the people that take pictures with the celebrities that's out there? I only take pictures with celebrities I know. I don't take pictures with nobody else. I'm not running around
if I take
pictures
with
nobody.
Somebody,
I barely take pictures anyway.
Like, when I was a flight attendant, I used to take pictures with people that were on my flight if they were really cool and they were in first class. A lot of them would even offer. You know what I'm saying?
I bet they did when you was on that damn plane.
My favorite was Bill Murray. I love him. He's awesome.
See, Bill Murray likes women of color.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's why when everybody was talking junk about old girl when they were rumored to have dated, I'm like,
was he dating again? I remember him.
Yeah,
was
he
dating
is one of those 70-year-old.
Yeah,
who was he
I
dating?
actually see that.
I don't remember. I remember
He was dating some. I was hating. That's all I remember. I said, Bill Murray, he got that.
Yeah.
But who was it?
Can't remember the girl.
It was allegedly Khalees. He and Khalees dated, and they was like,
okay.
her
Yeah, it was
Khalees.
Yeah, it was.
It was like her milkshake bringing out the AARP. But
went from
Bill Murray is
Nas
cool as shit.
to Bill Murray
is one of those old dudes that I could totally see with a young chick because he's not just old and dried up. Like he has the coolest personality. I'm telling you, like he is so cool. He is down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
He is like if Bernie Sanders was like had a cool car, because you know Bernie Sanders like was in the civil rights movement and all that type of stuff. Like always talking black people. That's Bill Murray. He's like that kind of guy, but he's just a lot cooler than Bernie Sanders. I could totally see it. I can see why Khalees would date him.
Damn.
I can see
the
it.
wrong bitch. We might start telling motherfucking jokes out here.
Funny guys are liked. Funny guys are liked.
Fuck funny guys. You fuck about no funny.
It doesn't hurt that he is Bill Murray.
Well, he's a comedian. He's Bill Murray.
He's a comedian. He should be funny.
He should be funny.
I get it. Old dried up ass. So those are other things that that we're dealing with. Wear your motherfucking sunglasses because tomorrow will be a solar eclipse.
Yeah. Don't look up in the sky.
So excited.
I'm so excited without them damn glasses.
You should be excited. You'll get a tan on them arms you got over there, looking all pale and shit.
First of all, don't do me. I was on the trail yesterday for 5 hours. But
I have to put some SPF 85 on.
It was cold yesterday. I have on a sweatshirt actually. Yeah, I just thought about that. I'm like, why don't I have a tan?
Because your arms look ashy, so you ain't got no color.
This is my winter color. Thank you.
Oh, my bad.
Just wait. Wait. When we leave the conference, I'm gonna look like a whole other different person.
Oh, because it's gonna be hotter than the motherfucker out there. That's why.
Florida sun do not play. My family, I got family from Apopka, which is right outside of Orlando.
Oh, are they cooking? Are they cooking?
They always want to have a family reunion
outside.
Cousin Aaron's coming to the fucking door
in August. Like, why? That is death.
Do they cook good?
Of course, they throw down.
Cousin Aaron coming through. Cousin Aaron coming through.
You gonna put a Tupac on him?
No. No.
You gonna turn into Cutting Pete?
I'm Cousin Aaron. What up? Coming through with a couple plates, and I'm gonna leave just like a cousin too. After I wrap them up in tin foil, I'm out.
They will feed you. They would feed you.
All right, that's what's up.
They would definitely feed you.
That's what's up. Family reunions, cookouts is on this way, but it's still. I just don't think spring's fighting back hard enough because damn,
keep getting cold, man. Like what
keep
the
getting
fuck,
cold.
Man, I'm telling you, this is my whole thing. It's only April. Look at all the stuff that has transpired. And it's only April.
It's 2024, baby. It's a first quarter has been a bang.
You know what I'm saying? We had the bridge thing. We have earthquakes and you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Yeah, like it's been crazy, and we're not even 6 months in, y'all. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations to the University of South Carolina. The women's team, they won the national championship today.
Congrats!
Congrats to them. I love their coach. You know, she looks like
she had on that $5,000 Louisville jacket.
I said, look at her. I said, damn,
I do like the coach. I have a lot of respect for her.
She's cool.
She's
solid.
Cool, yeah.
Super solid. I love the coach.
She's a pioneer and pillar of the women's game. I get it.
Yeah.
I like LSU.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Well, she out of there, Angel Reese.
So
yeah,
there is a price of success. And I don't know if everybody understands because I caught a little snippets of after the game. She wasn't complaining because she's a young person. She was just letting out how she felt. And she said when she won, she felt that people have come at her in a hateful way.
Yeah.
They did. I covered it. Yeah.
Yeah. All types of animosity.
Mm-hmm.
But when you decide you want to become a public figure, and an athlete is an entertainer.
That's what happens.
And that's what happens. And you better buckle up. And you better
it gets worse.
Yourself.
Now, I agree, but I disagree. And the reason that I disagree is it absolutely does happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like she wasn't able to fully say what she wanted to say, because part of that is, yes, when she won, it wasn't as celebratory. It was a lot of who she thinks she is and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? This other girl that plays for the other team, that is a different complexion and persuasion, that's the star of the South Carolina team.
Well, the only I thought you were talking about the woman from the Iowa
team. Caitlin Clark.
Because they talk about, I mean, it's unfair how people talk about her looks.
They talk about her looks, but
they call her. Everybody call her ugly. I said, damn.
She can shoot that ball like a motherfucker. It's not
about the looks. It's about, to me, it's more so about like
she got a boyfriend.
She can be aggressive. She can talk junk during playing and all of this stuff. And she's just passionate about the game. She's, you know what I'm saying? Angel Reese does the same thing, and it's oh my God, she's so aggressive.
Well, it's always going to be a double standard. That's just how it goes.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing that
we
I feel
know
like
why.
Kinda,
you ain't gotta say that. You already know why.
Yeah, I feel like that was the thing that she probably wanted to kind of say, but she, she's in the middle of a press conference, and you still got to keep it, politically correct, because she got a lot of deals riding on stuff, and
that's the price.
Made a lot of money.
Hey, much is given, much is required, and sometimes it may require you to be a little tougher in certain aspects. The same way you build up that bucket, the shot, you're an.
I feel like she handles it well, though. For her to be as young as she is, I don't know what.
She handles it great. She handles it great.
I don't know what her family life is like, but I feel like she must have a pretty good support system, even if it's just her team. You know what I'm saying? I like how Flau'jae came to, her defense in the press conference and was like,
Man, sometimes I think when you just mentioned, I said, man, if Camouflage was alive, would be in that position? Yeah, I mean, certain things, sometimes bad things happen for others to grow bigger. But man, this was a great show. Man, we was pitching, we was grinding.
We covered a lot today.
Say again?
Yeah. We covered a lot today. I like it.
Oh yeah.
We covered a lot today.
We got to say it today.
Yeah. We on a roll. Shit, ain't no stopping us. But yeah, this is Pitching and Grinding Radio. We pitch and we grind. All right, y'all.
That's it. Peace.
All right.